Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the people supervising the construction of the Bank of Ghana building are not the people on this side. The people on this side are the ones supervising the construction of the Bank of Ghana building. The Speaker, the 107,000 square meters, we are told, cost $222 million. And it came to, per square meter, about 2,068. They also quoted a tax element of $42 million. My question is the $222 million inclusive of the tax of $42 million? If it is, then the actual construction cost will be $1,600 per square meter, which will be far, 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 far lower than the recommended construction cost for such buildings in Africa. That is, if the $222 million is inclusive, the tax of $42 million is inclusive, then the cost will be far cheaper. But Mr. Speaker, when we talk about building a Bank of Ghana structure, where a central bank structure for that matter, we are not talking about building a Ministry of Agriculture head office or an NHIS head office. We are talking about the Central Bank of Ghana. Mr. Speaker, I can assure you that the cost of construction, we can relate it to the African continent, the world market price of per square meter. But the security architecture, the implications of it alone can also be more expensive than the building itself. If we are building a serious central bank infrastructure, what goes into it for security can be more expensive than the brick and mortar. So my question is, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, I'm coming to the question.
Honorable members, can we listen to each other in silence?
Mr. Speaker,
honorable members, with the exception of Honorable Bryan Acheampong, all others, resume your seats.
The question is, that was the background to the question. Mr. Speaker, the question is, a request is being made, and this will be the first one in this country, an infrastructure for recycling and reuse of waste to liquid treatment in a building in Ghana, the first of its kind. We are recycling and reusing waste to liquid treatment plants in this country. The question is, Mr. Governor, as you have resumed, the question is, as you have resumed this position as governor, if there is a need to upgrade the security infrastructure as you already have to be compliant with 2025-2026, albeit the cost of $220 million, will you admit new costs if you are being impressed upon or advised by national security to add on other infrastructure to the building? Will you admit the cost? Finally, one of your officers did mention that the cost of valuation, the cost and quantity valuation was not done. And his reason was that it is because it is a turnkey project. Mr. Speaker, I find it very strange, and I'll add the question. I find it very strange that somebody will walk into the Bank of Ghana boardroom, present to you a 10-key document, you don't review quantities, and then you award a contract. One of the most respected institutions in this country is the Bank of Ghana. The people there are highly respected. It will surprise me. And Mr. Governor, I don't believe that a document was presented to you, quantities were not evaluated, and the Bank of Ghana accepted the bid and awarded a contract. I want a verification of that and a validation of that statement. Thank you.